Crush Road Street. Hear that? Here I go again. Just me and my pain. I'm without a friend. They have all turned and gone and left me. Now on my lonesome journey, a few things in life concern me. One is life, the other is how we live it. Yeah. All the box say time will tell. We may not read and write.
What's up, y'all? Y'all know how I do cookbooks, listen to some buju, and bring information. But today, I want to talk about something personal. Now, lessons in life. We never stop learning them. Every day is a lesson. Every year, every day, always keep learning lessons. Now, me and my lady on a rough spot right now. Real rough spot. Looking like it might be headed for divorce. I don't know. We'll see. But the lesson in this, for me again, like just so many lessons in life, it's like, yo, keep family members out of y'all relationship. Ladies, if you out there and you under the sound of my voice, if you got a man in your life or a husband or a significant other, somebody that you really into and you got a good thing, keep family members out. Keep your cousins, uncles, nephews, aunts, mothers, fathers, grandfathers, grandmothers, like keep family members out of your relationship, folks. That's like the number one thing I've learned with all this. Keep family members out. My lady had a cousin who was like extremely jealous of me. Like the dude is a grown man, live with his mom's a complete bum, complete loser. And at every I got with his cousin, got a daughter, we got a daughter, we got married, we're making moves. So I'm taking his best friend away because they used to hang out all the time. So he's just like torn, right? He's like jealous as hell that I came and now he can't run around with it. Dude, you're 39. Like you're a grown man. Get out of your mother's house. Go find a woman and start a life of your own. So dude been hounding my marriage from day one. And I've been talking to her, yo, keep this guy away. Get this guy away. Yo, keep this dude. Doesn't, totally just dismiss it. Just totally dismiss it. Ignores it. Folks, if you have a weed, if there's a weed in your garden and you don't nip it in the butt real quick, real soon, that weed is going to grow until your beautiful garden is no more. A mustard seed is tiny, right? A mustard seed is extremely tiny. Planted and given time, it grows into a huge bushel, a huge bushel, right? I say that to say, when you ignore poisonous elements in your that is surrounding your relationship, it's like the mushroom. It's like mushrooms like the mustard seed, or it metastasizes like the weed. And that's what happened with my situation. I played it cool. Some people say to me, well, why didn't you say something to him? I'm like, listen, you got to be smart, right? We have to use sense. I have a daughter. I have a career. I have money in the bank. We just bought a house, literally just bought a house. Like I got a lot to lose, and you have to know how to read the room, meaning you have to know how to read people, read the energy. This guy is not someone I could have approached rationally and talked to. I could see us going there. And I know me, like I will whip his ass. Like there's no doubt that I could crush this guy, right? Like crush him. But I know doing that is going to tear my life apart. Again, I'm no good to my daughter sitting in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's just a fact. So I had to put my ego aside. I had to humble myself. And on several occasions, my daughter's christening, birthday, Thanksgiving, I was completely emasculated. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. It felt emasculating to have another grown man, 39, 38-year-old man, insult you again and again and again. And you kind of just got to take it on the chin, because it's not like a guy in the street. This is family. This is her family, right? So technically it's in-laws. And I suffered it for about 2.5 years before I finally spoke up and said, look, dude, you come near me and my family again, I'm taking your head off. All hell went loose once I did that. The whole family turned against me. I'm talking mother, everybody, just even my lady. I was like on an island by myself. And the shit was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It's like, wow. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So that led to just like, separation, like, family members, just like everybody, just like I said, went to their respective corner, right? And it was like me against everybody. And it just took, me and her fighting back and forth all the time. And, just led to a point where we separated. And it's like, okay, now we will see where it goes. But I'm just saying, folks, if you got a serious spouse, first of all, the Bible says that you're supposed to forsake mother and father for your husband or for your wife, and two of you guys become one flesh. So I'm aware of that. So everyone is supposed to be secondary to your husband. Once you get married, that's your family. My lady used to always say, oh, he's my family, he's like my brother, he's my family, he's like my brother. And I'm like, well, he's like your brother, but I am. You see the difference? I am your husband. That's that's subjective first person, am the verb, to be. I am, right? He's like, I am, right? You see this, you can hear the strength in the difference. Who's more, who gets authority, who gets precedence, who get prioritized. I wasn't. I was totally put on the back burner. Like, yo, we got 30 something plus years of relationship. I'm like, I get that, just keep him away from my marriage. You guys go out, have fun, eat, hang out, whatever, but keep him out of my home, keep him away from my daughter, keep this guy. Because, folks, this dude was fuming with the hate. The hate was fuming. And I'm not mad. I kind of get it. Because I'm a fly dude. You know what I'm saying? I kind of sort of get it. Because I got some, I'm charismatic. I walk in the room and, all the attention goes from him to me, right? I got a little swag there. I guess they would call it swag. I got a little pep in my steps. And I'm not all that. I'm not cocky and conceited, but I could get why the dude was a little jealous of me. I can get it. Because I'm like, yo, you live with moms, you're 39, dude don't have a driver's license. You can't even drive. Like, I'm like everything this dude wish, hope, and pray to be. I'm his aspirations. You know what I'm saying? I'm like all this dude will ever hope to be. And so I kind of get why he a little salty towards me. Because I'd be probably salty towards me if I was him too. Right? Because he's a loser. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take much. I'm not really showboating and gloating because it really doesn't take much. Like, the dude is so low in terms of a standard, in terms of a bar. It doesn't really take a dude at McDonald's will outshine him. A dude working for UPS will outshine him because the dude has no job and live off his mom's disability. So this is why my lady is very academically smart. She's sharp. But street smarts, I used to always say you lack that. You don't have that. That's something that you got to be out in school of hard knocks. A lot of folks have book smarts, but not street smarts. And I used to say, listen, this dude is damaging to the marriage. He's harmful. He's, he's poisonous to the marriage. He's the weed in the garden. Oh, he's like my brother. Oh, he's my family. Oh, they're just constantly defending, deflecting, dismissing until it just got out of hand where, like I said, I finally figured, okay, 2.5 years of dealing with this. This is my daughter's first birthday. You're violating me like to the maximum now. Dude, come over here again. I'm crushing you. All hell broke loose. Whole family turned against me. And me and her bickered until we are where we are now, right? So we'll see how this plays out. Divorce is being thrown out there. Me, I'm cool either way, right? Because I'm like, listen, I handled it as mature as I could for years and relied on my lady, which I think, ladies, if y'all out there listening to me, I think y'all would agree, right? If y'all have a family member who's aggressive, a brother or uncle or something aggressive to your spouse, your husband, your man, and you and your man in a good space, provided, and your man is letting you know that he's uncomfortable and he's being provoked, and it could get there, right? We're talking about masculine energy here, right? Alpha, right? I'm an alpha male, not because I say so, because my deeds, the things I do prove me to be alpha. So I'm like, you got alpha, and this dude is not even beta. This dude is like delta or theta. You know what I'm saying? He's like low. So I already know that it could be destructive. So ladies, I'm sure you would, if you really with your man, you rocking with your man, and this is your man. I'm sure you're gonna check your family. Like, listen, I love you family, but you gotta stay away from me and my husband. Or I love you family, we can hang out outside, but you can't come in our home. You understand? There's some kind of boundary that you would set. Ladies, if you agree with me, I'm sure. Give this video a like, a comment, something. But my lady refused to do that. And for 2-3 years damn near, I just been like holding it in and just like, listen. Because I knew once I stepped up and defended myself, that his mom, her mom, everybody would get involved. And I knew that, like, chances are I would, I would lose this battle in terms of energy wise. Like they would all probably unite, form a front against me, right? Because I get it. In the end of the day, blood is thicker than water. So I'm not trying to like usurp his lineage from you guys. I'm not trying to like take that, right? I just wanted to, but like I said, it got out of control. It got really crazy. So that's where we are now. Now, you know, separated. I bought this house and I'm living in this house by my damn self. Shit is crazy, folks. Like big ass 2-family out here in Hempstead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful house. And I'm here by myself. Shit's crazy. Like you can't make this stuff up. This is like a freaking, it's like a story. It's, you know, a Lifetime family show. I don't know. But so she's back home with her mom, with her family. And I'm here, and now I'm like fighting to see my daughter, right? Like, oh well, I'm tired, I can't see her. So I'm like, see, this is, ladies. Like I said, I hope ladies can feel me on this one. I know fellas will feel me, but ladies, I really want y'all to understand. You gotta take care of your men. You gotta take care of your man, ladies. I'm using my situation now to kind of share with y'all that, ladies, if you really rocking with your dude, we got everything against us already, right? I'm a light skinned dude, so I might get a little break here and there, but I'm still black. I'm a light skinned black man. Right? We got a lot against us. The chips are stacked against us. Every time I step outside to go hustle, you know, I'm stockbroker. I'm on Wall Street. That's what I do. I'm in the stock market. Every time I go down there, I'm wrestling with all kind of venom, you know, like just serious venom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, European venom. And to know that you with a woman who won't come to your aid. And look, fellas, you know, this I'm talking to the fellas here. If this is another dude out in the street violating me and my family, I'm crushing him. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? I'll gladly go sit in jail for the rest of my life to defend my own. But this was her family. So it was different. Like I was in a rock and a hard place. You know what I'm saying? So it's a real touchy, touch and go kind of situation. Very sensitive. And I try to use my best intellectual prowess, intellectual capacity to deal with the situation, sound judgment. Because I always said to myself, yo, this should be easy for her to solve. Like it's her family. All she got to do is say, listen, respect my home or you can't come back. Or, you know, we can hang out outside, but you just can't be around me and my husband. Like, I just thought that it would be something very simple to deal with, very easy. This is not science or chemistry. This is very simplistic, right? This is elementary school. But it showed me where her loyalty really lied and how strong. You know, my lady would always say, I love you with all my heart. I'm like, stop telling me that. I don't want to hear you love me. Show me. You know what I'm saying? Folks, here's another test. Here's something I want you guys to understand. If you go to the Oxford Webster, any one of the major standard dictionaries and look up the word love, grammatically, it is classified as a noun. But me, with my way I think, I would rewrite that dictionary. I would rewrite that definition. I wouldn't classify it as a noun. Rather, I would classify it as a verb. Because to me, folks, this is real talk. Ladies, again, listen up closely. If you love your man, stop telling him that and start showing him. Because love as a verb is an action, right? Go look, grammatically, a verb is an action, all right? An act. So I believe that love shouldn't be a noun, but rather should be a verb, an act. So, you know, I used to always say, yo, stop telling me, I don't want to hear that. Like, I didn't grow up on Disney World. Right? I didn't grow up in some sheltered bubble. You know, I grew up in the real world. And to me, love is a doing. It's a show and tell. It's an act. It's an act. Right? So if you keep telling me you love me, but when you look, if I have a dog, a pit bull, I know my dog's aggressive, and I bring it around you, I bring it to your house, whatever, bring it around you. If my dog start attacking you and I don't do anything, shame on me. You know what I'm saying? Shame on me. Because if it's my dog, I should be able to put a muzzle on it, leash, train it, sit, stand, roll over, whatever. I should have some control over that. If I don't, me and my dog should be put down, go to jail, whatever. So my thing is like, you can't say you love somebody and then when your dog is attacking them, you just stand back and bury your head in the sand and literally say nothing. And you're watching it, you're seeing it. So it's like you just letting your husband get emasculated. Because for me, it felt emasculating. I'm not gonna lie, fellas. You know, I'm being vulnerable here. You know, I'm confident, so I can speak like this. I felt the emasculation. Like there was times where I'm like, everything inside of me is like bubbling, like boiling, and then in the back of my mind, I'm like, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't. You can't. And then most of the times when this was happening, it was very intimate moments, right? I have my little baby daughter that's like 8 months, 9 months, 7 months. Like I have my baby daughter in my hand and I'm being taken shots at by a grown man, right? Like just taking shots at me, right? And this is a man I don't know, don't have a relationship, don't have a friendship, nothing. Yo, it was crazy to be enduring this for so long and to know that like, yo, your lady could put an end to this right now with just a snap of her finger. But because of that family bond and that family ties, it was like, yo, whatever, like this is, it was nothing, like literally nothing, folks. This is the most mind-boggling thing I've ever seen. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This takes crazy to another level crazy. So, like I said, after 2.5 years of going through this with the family, I just finally said, you know what? She's not going to defend me. She's not going to step up for me. So I stepped up for my damn self. I did it tactfully. I did it in a way where it wouldn't be a physical confrontation. So I waited till, he's home, separate. Have her call, look, my man, you come near me and my family again, I'm crushing you. He hung up. That's it. Haven't heard a scene from him since. Just like that. Very simple. You come near me and my family again, it's a wrap. But the interesting thing though is that, like I said, I just saw how the whole wave of the family turned against me. Like everybody, they all just like formed a united front around their nephew. Mind you, this is a 39-year-old man, lived with his mom, can't drive a car, no schooling, not going to any kind of like academia or any kind of college or institution or anything like that, no career, no girlfriend. Which I understand. What girl would want a grown-ass man that lives with his mom and don't know how to drive? Like, come on, like, this is 2019. Like, dude, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it baffles me. But it made me understand where the venom was coming from. See, folks, I'm sure everybody's heard the saying, misery loves company, right? Misery loves company, and unhappy people like to make happy people unhappy. So if they're unhappy and they see that you have a glimmer, a silver lining of happiness, they're coming for that. All right, folks. So guard yours, and guard it with all your heart against family, most importantly, because families sometimes can be worse than friends. Family can be the worst in this ring. And it's funny because they sabotage. Her own family was sabotaging her relationship. And I was trying to show her that, but she, again, blinded by family ties. I'm like, they're attacking me, and I get that. They're attacking me, but the provocation is on your marriage, right? It's individually they're attacking me, but you and I are married, we have a daughter, they're attacking your family. And if I do something, go to jail, you're going to be here with your daughter on your own. Like, this is going to affect your life, right? We have mortgages, we have 2 vehicles, we have insurance, we have this, that. We have a life. We have economics. We have an ecosystem that needs to be maintained. This dude lives off of his mother is on disability, so that means he's living off of her disability checks. You see you see what I'm saying? So never fight with a person who's like, never punch down, folks. Don't punch down. Don't fight with somebody who is like 10 levels below you. If you're on the 10th floor, don't argue with the janitor. You get what I'm saying? No, I'm not knocking janitors, but the psychology I'm saying, okay? Because anybody who's working to make an honest buck, I applaud that. But what I'm saying is if you're on the top floor, you're the CEO of the company, why are you arguing with like, John the janitor? You know what I'm saying? Like Peter the plumber. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you that, like, come on. So that's why I really didn't want to engage dude. Not out of fear or anything, but just more like common sense. Like, I'm a thinking kind of guy. Like I get angry and I got my rage in me. Don't get me wrong. Trust me, there's a lion that will come out of me. I got like freaking Simba, grown Simba from Lion King. Like not little Simba, like that grown Simba. And that lion comes out, I'm tearing heads off. You understand? Like there's no, like it wouldn't be no stopping it. I already know that. It would not be any stopping it. I would literally like write my own obituary because I know I'm done. You understand? Like my life is over. The lion comes out, I'm done. So I tamed my lion. You understand? I got it well tamed and trained. So I'm not easy to let it out. So I think, because I got a what's called IQ. So I do think intellectual quotient. I exercise my intellectual quotient. I work out, 4 or 5 days a week, strong as hell. Like, I'm good. Like, I can handle mine. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is because I would feel the emasculation and I start questioning myself, like, yo, Marlon, you can take this, dude. You got this. Don't worry about it. Like, I start feeling like it's weird. The thoughts I was going through my head, man, the emasculation, just kind of make me felt weird. I'm like, but you got this, man. Don't even, like, dude is a loser. Like, I had to talk myself off the edge so many times. Walk myself back from the edge so many times. Because it's just, as men, we're masculine, right? The masculinity, that's with testosterone. Like, I have a very high testosterone count. I've been to doctors, like, biologically, I'm very masculine. I'm a masculine guy. Like, I'm a guy's guy. I do guy things. Like, I'm just a guy. So it was just weird, man. It was just really weird, that whole experience. And then to see how our relationship just kind of like suffered from it. Like, literally, we're at the point, I don't know if we're going to go through it. I don't know. Like, right now, she's saying she wanted. I'm like, yo, whatever you want at this point, you know what I'm saying? I'll sign, give you whatever you need. Because it's like you left me hanging for so damn long. It's like you showed me that, like, a lion has a queen, right? A lion has a lioness. And if you try to go mess with the family, that lioness will tear your head off. I watch Discovery Channel. Look at how the lioness protects the cubs and the pride. They'll tear your head off. So for me, it's kind of like, well, I don't have a lioness. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lion. I'm gonna make sure I protect mine. Like I said, we literally I went through hell to buy my family a house. Literally, I went through hell. I don't know if you guys want, a lot of people, you buy a house in New York, the process is rigorous. It's like, I don't know what it's like to give birth, and I'll never know, right? Obviously, but if I could imagine what it's like, it's like buying this house, right? It's crazy. It's like push. You just gotta push. You know how they keep push. I can see the head. Push. I can see the head. It's almost there. Push. That's how I felt. Like I was just giving birth to this home, to this house. Like, it was just crazy, stressful, heart beating, anxiety. It was just crazy. And I'm like, all that, and you would let some dude who lived with his mom just come and violate me like that. Like, that was just crazy. And I know, folks, again, like I said, there is not a fraction of fear in my heart. My heart pumps zero fear. This is straight courage in here. Straight courage. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of boldness in here. 1 against 1,000. Let's go. You understand? Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to kill me. But there's also a whole lot of intellect up here too. And thank God, you know what I'm saying, I was able to let this override this. I let my brain override my emotions, my feelings, my passions. And I'm still here. Because trust me, if I went the other way, I'd be in prison. It's a fact. 100% sure I'd be locked up. So, yeah, it's just crazy, man. So that's where we are. I want to share this with y'all. This is an episode of my life, something I'm currently going through. I shed some tears, don't get me wrong. A couple of nights I laid in this empty ass house. I'm like, yo, I just bought a big ass house for me and my family, and now I'm gonna have to rent the joint out because I don't want to live in this whole house by myself, right? So, but it just goes to show you though, the hate is real out here, folks. The hate is real. Like, I remember I used to tell her, like, dude is literally trying to sabotage us because he sees that, one, you used to be his road dog, run around with him, and he has no girlfriend. He has nobody. Me, I just disrupt his system. Your mom has no significant other. You're all she has. Now I gave her granddaughter. She doesn't want you to leave with her granddaughter. So she's fighting against me too to keep you there because both of them love you, but they're happy. See, folks, you got to understand this. Your parents will love you. Your family members will love you. But remember this, everyone loves their own interests, their own happiness more than they love you. What I mean by that is for her to be there with her mom, and the baby, that's her mom, who's a septuagenarian, someone in their 70s, septuagenarian, who likelihood is never going to marry again. And, so this is her happiness. Her happiness is her grandbaby, her first grandbaby, and her daughter home. What more? Like, this is all she wants. This is her heaven, right? A little slice of heaven on earth. So her happiness is directly tied into you remaining home. Her happiness is invested deeply in you remaining home. Whereas I am getting ready to take you to the house that we just bought. So she's looking at me like, well, you're about to disrupt my happiness. No. So they fought against me, man. They all fought. And the cousin, same concept, same psychology. Well, we travel together. We go on trips together. That's my cousin. We've been together over 30 years of bonding. And now you're about to come, marry her, give her baby, buy a house, take it. Whoa, like you're about to take and that's why that's where that aggression and all that anger came from towards me, that hostility. So I get it. I get the psychology. I get the motivation behind it. Don't agree with it. Don't consign to that, because at the end of the day, like, we all gotta live our lives, right? Everybody's gotta make progress. Like, dude, stop. You're a 40-year-old man. Like, go get a job and get out of your mom's house. Stop trying to disrupt my family so that you can have her to go on trips with, right? Or mom, like, you're septuagenarian. You lived your life. I don't know why your relationship failed. Like, it is what it is. I'm sorry, but hey, what am I? Everyone has to live their own lives, folks. And at the end of the day, I think ultimately, some of you will agree, ladies, that moms are going to die, pops are going to die, and one day we get old, we're going to die. At the end of the day, your children have to leave the nest, and they have to spread their wings. They have to go out there and live their lives. So it's selfish for you to interfere with that. And I watched the mom totally sabotage us. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. They were That's why I kind of threw my hands up, because I knew I wasn't fighting with her. It was forces behind her. You understand? There were forces greater that I was fighting. I realized it. I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to see what the invisible hands. They're invisible hands that are at work all the time. And I was able to see with the third eye. I was able to see the invisible hands and realize that, I'm up against greater forces. Because it's not just the interesting thing is, her and I have a really good, we have a good energy. When just her and I alone, we get along. Me and my lady get along, right? Generally, we get along. So, but she's definitely under the spell of the family ties. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I witnessed it, I experienced it, and if it ends up in as a divorce, then there's you just gotta the serenity prayer. You gotta accept the things you can't change. God give me the wisdom the patience to accept the things I can't change, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this is one of those things totally out of my hands. All I can do is just, like I said, folks, I did the best I could. You know what I'm saying? I did the best for my family, and it sucks. It sucks big time. It sucks balls big time. My heart just been ripping like crazy for the past couple of days. But we're men. We're men, and it's part of life. Unfortunate part, but it's a part of life. And I always believe what don't kill you make you stronger. And that's it. You just gotta hold your head, man. You just gotta hold my head and keep pressing. But like I said, folks, keep your family members out. Let this little story right here be a good lesson, a good teachable moment for you. Ladies, mainly ladies, keep your male family members out of your relationship, or female, anybody, but especially male. Because if you have a man, remember, your man has masculine energy, testosterone driven, and some of us have very egotistical. That combination could be a deadly cocktail. It could be a deadly mixture, and very violent, very violent. So, just make sure, ladies, if you got your man, keep your family members out of his face. Specifically male. A feminine energy is not as threatening as a masculine energy. If a female comes and get at me, it won't be as threatening, and my testosterone level won't increase. My masculine energy won't necessarily increase. My heart won't start racing. You understand? I'm not going to get into the defensive stand as much, because that's a different energy. It's all about energy. But if a masculine energy comes into the territory, or comes then that defense mechanism, the fight or flight type thing start that kicks in. So yeah, just be sure, man, that you keep people out. Keep people out, folks. It's very, very important. I watched it. I watched the catalyst for where I am right now. I saw the impetus. I saw what catalyzed us to where we are right now. And you got to be careful, all right? Till next time, my cooking books, bringing information. Peace.